Good morning and welcome to
Hi everyone.
another beautiful Saturday morning. I'm going to get my microphone in here. All right, we are very pleased this morning to have Kate with us again. She had a short vacation in the hospital, and she showed them. She sure showed them. They didn't know what to do with her, so they sent her home.
Exactly.
All right. Man, Shawn's already on it with these squirrels. I didn't have a chance to get my squirrel charms out. Woo, it's been a busy morning already. I have, I'm going to put these on my left side so I can see Kate out on my right side. We've been running around getting things ready. We have a yard sale going on here this morning. Is that two?
Yes.
Shawn's cheating. All right. Yes, we're all very glad to see Kate. It's been a little troubling in the family to know that somebody's down, but she rebounded. She's back. She's doing well. So, Kate, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be back in the saddle again.
Yes. All right. Oh man, I can't hit the table. We're on a shaky table this morning. So this morning you get the green stalks in the background. You also get my truck in the background because I'm parked back there ready to take some take some leaves to the compost pile. Also on the tailgate, I don't know if you can see it over there, is the horse grain. So I got to take that around there in a little bit too. So this morning, here on the Daddykirbs farm, not only this morning, but every morning on the Daddykirbs farm, we believe that everyone has a story and every story counts. I believe you count. I believe your story counts and you count. So let's together sit up straight. Show your logo on your shirt if you got one.
Don't have one.
Put your hand on your chest and say, my story matters because I matter.
My story matters because I matter.
You do matter, Kate. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, everyone. I look forward to Saturday mornings, even if I really don't want to get out of bed like this morning, even though I had to. I had to get out of bed because Luke has things that he needs, and then we had to get the yard sale things ready. I had to get the show ready. Lots of stuff to get done. The chickens and ducks have been mostly, the responsibilities for them has been delayed. So they're screaming in the background. So, I kind of wanted to talk about gardening today because it's that time, at least here in Texas. It is that time. Whoa, Ronald, in with a squirrel. I'm late to the squirrel party. No, actually, you're probably on time. Shawn was early with a double. Hit me with a double. All right. Thank you. Thank you for making me wear squirrel charms on my hat. I gotta find a better way to hang these on my hat. When I was out with Bo at Better Together, both of us were kind of swinging around looking at each other, and every once in a while they would hit you in the eyeball, and that's not good.
No.
I got to figure out a better way to put these things on my hat. Something a little less dangerous. All right, a big thank you already this morning to my moderators. You guys are awesome. Kate, you're awesome.
Well, thank you.
Wee Tree and Kilted Gardener, and those of you who are here with me this morning with your wrench, thank you so much for helping to keep the show running family friendly. It's really wonderful to know that you guys got my back. And so, speaking of gardening, you saw that I set up Mom's Green Stock. That video is doing well. Lots of people love seeing that in a suburban backyard. More people can relate to that, I think. And it's doing well. The video is doing well, and it was really fun preparing that for her and showing her that she can continue gardening even though getting down on the ground and doing the raised bed ground level gardens is not easy anymore. So she can still have this beautiful, well-designed planter where she can grow 30, because it's a 5-tier system, she can grow 30 pockets full of plants and not have to bend over and dig and do all that stuff that's just not easy for her.
And I got mine planted this week.
Nice.
Yes.
What'd you put in yours?
Onions and garlic on the bottom 2 rows.
Nice.
Tomatoes and basil and sage on the next one up, and on the top one, mint.
Beautiful. It's a 3-tier?
4.
4. Oh, I missed a tier in there somewhere.
Onions, garlic.
Oh, bottom 2, onion,
Yes.
garlic. Okay. So tomato, basil, and mint. What else was on top?
Mint is all on top.
All on
Tomato
top.
and basil and sage are in the middle.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. Is it starting
It's
off?
looking wonderful.
Good,
For the
good,
first time
good.
in my life, I've actually managed to get onions that are growing and garlic that's growing.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the green stalk system really is a very well designed system for a smaller garden. If you have multiple, you can really have a large garden with them. But if you just have 1 or 2, like this setup right here, you can grow really anything. But the things I think that are easiest are those that stay sort of small. Carrots, radishes, lettuces, spinach. So there's longevity spinach in this one. We had a salad the other night that was all out of the green stock. And it included kale, spinach, longevity spinach, spring mix of salad, and let's see, there were some radish greens. It was really, really a yummy salad, and it was pretty exciting to just come out here with the scissors, snip it off, drop it in a bowl, take it inside, rinse it off, and we were good to go. All right. Ronald made a 20-pound batch of smoked Polish sausage with jalapeno. Sounds good. I'm not eating that stuff anymore, but it sure sounds good.
Yeah. Sounds good to me, but I never could eat it. It's got peppers in
Oh, that's right. You don't do the peppers.
it. No, not well.
So, in the chat, tell me what type of garden you have started or plan on starting soon, depending on where you are as far as climate. Are you doing raised bed? Are you doing containers? Whatever. Just tell me what kind of garden you have and what plants you have already started or you are planning on starting very soon. I would love to hear about those who have like, the 1/4 acre, 1/2 acre, 1 acre, the big garden. That's a dream of mine someday, to be able to just go out and stand and be able to see food everywhere growing, but not my reality right now. If it's your reality, let us know how that's going for you. Let us know what you're growing.
We've got several that have said that already.
540 tomato plants, wholesome roots. Oh my goodness. So, Cecilia 8816, mostly herbs or herbs, depending on where you're from. Container on your balcony garden. Good for you. Good for you. Balcony gardens are amazing, because to me that just shows somebody that's willing to kind of step outside the box, because a lot of people who live in areas that only have balconies, they say, I can't garden. Well, you can, and you're proving it. All right. Kilted Gardener has pea plants started. Jeannie Labonte, I said that right. Garlic last fall in 18-inch pots. Very cool. Susie Bosch, we do all types of gardening here. Everything doing well, and we still have lots of seedlings started inside. Yeah, every year for the last 3 or 4 years, I have been threatening to do an indoor garden. Not a garden, but a seed starting station, where you can grow them up and get them ready. But for whatever reason, I'm always behind. I have a lot of things going on, and someday I'm going to have to figure out what things I can drop so that I can focus and be better at the things that I want to do. And I'm telling you, that's a hard decision when you're talking about possibly dropping something that you love to do so that you can focus on other things that you love to do. That's a tough decision. Let's see here. Jeannie says, is it Jeannie or Jean? Am I saying that right?
I'm sorry, who?
Jeanne. Is
I
it
always call her Jeannie.
Jeannie? Okay. Maybe she'll correct us. Let's see. I had a half-acre garden, then moved, and now I'm gardening out of pots, so I'm so sad. Well, at least you're still doing it, still growing stuff. The Music Well has a combination of raised beds and in-ground back to Eden in southern Middle Tennessee, 7A-B, and a canner's garden mostly. Nice. Dollywood, peppers, tomatoes, peas, and onions. 3,000 square feet. That's a pretty nice sized garden.
Oh, she says it sounds like Jan.
Oh, like Jan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She's French.
Oh, well, most anything French I mess up. So it sounds beautiful. We had a French foreign exchange student here for a summer for a few weeks, and I loved she and her French friends that were in other homes around here, and we got together just listening to them talk. But it's one of those languages that I don't think my mouth was made for.
I know mine wasn't. I'm doing good to speak Texan.
Yeah, that's right. Faith Olin says container gardening, kale, tomatoes, cabbage, peppers, lettuce. Didn't have luck with Brussels sprouts last year. Hey, if you're growing kale and tomatoes, cabbage and peppers and lettuce, that's a pretty good mix. And I really hope that works out well for you and you have an abundance of harvest. An abundant harvest. An abundance of harvest?
An abundant harvest.
The Nectar Bar, I have 2 horse troughs. Well, hello, Drake. With gardening plants in them. One tomato and basil. The other is a mixture of herbs. See, I want to say herbs because so many people say herbs.
British say herbs. Americans say herbs.
Yeah. Horseradish, potatoes, ginger, and turmeric. Got tomatoes shirt. Oh, there you go. That's a shirt that man, I wish I can remember who sent that to me. Sorry. Anyway, one of our community members a while back sent that Got Tomato shirt to me, and yeah, that's an Amazon link to their product. Trish says, I think I'm too late to plant anything this year, but my blackberries and asparagus are thriving. That's a beautiful thing about perennials. If you can get those established, then you don't always have to work so hard to have something in return. Blackberries and asparagus are two very good examples of that. So I did want to mention that I got, one of our local members here, she grows the tomato plants, and that's where I've gotten most of my plants for the last couple years. Her name is Jeannie, and I bought 12, 14, I don't know how many plants. I gave a couple to my mom. But anyway, I ended up planting 9, and within the first week, killed 6. I killed 6 plants right off the bat.
Well, I got 3 and I killed 1.
Well, so you're at better odds than I am so far. I think my problem was that I did not harden them off well. The truth is I barely hardened them off, and in other years I've managed to get away with that, and this year I did not. They went in the ground, and within a few days they were gone, and they're not coming back. I saw one this morning that possibly, maybe, will come back. There's no leaves on it, but there's still just a little tiny green stem sticking out of the ground. So there's a chance.
Yeah, I have 2.
So your one that you lost still has a green. So there's a chance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slim chance, but there's a chance that it could come back. Hey, Shawn, has to go to work. Good seeing you. Thanks for being with us this morning. Let's see,
Xavier's here.
Xavier's here. Hello, Xavier. Let's see. V. Did we ever establish V or Vi McShannon? I'm sorry. I know I've been told this. I'm in zone 5. I have a small garden, 25 by 15. That's a nice size garden. Raised bed, and I have potato and onion starts and leeks, but it's too cold. Let's see here. Oh, I'm way behind. Yeah, okay, there's a, sounds like Jan. It's French. The ducks are cracking me up in the background. Yeah, you know, I hardly hear them anymore. They're just always there making noise.
Salubrious Farms just showed up.
Who?
Salubrious Farms.
Oh, Salubrious Farmstead.
They were the ones that won the drawing last week.
Oh, nice. Last week?
Hmm?
What did we do last week?
Last time.
Last time.
I dated it 323, so I thought it was last week.
Maybe, I don't know. My brain's a mess. I can't keep up with anything. That's why I need you guys.
And that's why I write everything down and date it.
Yeah. Yes, Kate's back, Xavier. Lori Lumax says that they'll be doing raised beds in the ground. They have tomato starts, bell and jalapeno and chili peppers, ground cherries, stocks, petunias, mint, lemon mint, 4 o'clocks, kale, it's enchantia. Oh, I said that wrong. Onions and garlic. Wow, that's a very good start to a garden.
Really? John is in zone 3.
Zone 3, oh my gosh.
That's up where it's cold.
People actually live in zone 3?
Yeah. And they even garden, but they just have very short growing
Very short seasons, yeah. Jesse Lopez says, you inspired me to plant my first plant, and I'm learning to appreciate taking care of it in my small dwelling. Well, Jesse, that warms my heart. Thank you so much for telling me that I helped inspire you to do something, even one plant. Really, that's something to admire, something to appreciate the skill of raising that plant and learning to do more in the future. So thank you very much for sharing that. How are the bees? The bees are actually doing really, really well. So right now here in Texas, the native persimmon, Texas native persimmon, is starting to put on their little tiny flowers. And usually when that starts, that's like the start of the nectar flow. And there's going to be a lot of resources going into those hives. So it really is a sign for me that I need to get busy, very, very busy. I've only been out to the hives a few times, and they really are doing well. But they're going to get away from me if I don't get to it. So I need to get to it.
And mine succumbed to whatever's taking away the beehives around here. That they died, and there was lots of honey in the comb, and they just didn't use it.
Yeah, that's so weird. It's like, what do they call that? Cold starving, or
I don't know, but it was really strange.
It's a bummer to see a hive fall.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully we'll have another one next month, but I don't know.
Oh, Mark's talking about bringing another one over. Good, that would be nice.
Oh, Jackie says it's cold and raining. Jackie Horsey.
Yeah, so Trish in North Austin, you could still put some things out. Some of the things we missed, like I really like to plant sugar snap peas and things like that, but it's too late now. Those just won't work here. It's going to get warm real fast here in Texas, and those things won't work. So at this point, we're looking at tomatoes and peppers, and you know, a little later you could do the I just now forgot, okra, you know, things like that.
Corn and okra and stuff like that.
I've had very, very, very little success with corn here.
I've never tried corn, but my okra usually gets about 8 feet tall in the first 2 weeks. I mean, it just flies to
Yo,
the,
it loves
to
the
the
heat.
ground.
And when I've planted okra, I've done pretty well. And I like to harvest the okra
Little.
raw and little and eat it right in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to cook it. Although the uh, at Brim Seeds, when I was at Mother Earth News Fair, the couple there, names just
You
flew
got
out
the
of my
name of the
mind.
company there.
Yeah, Brim Seeds. So when I was standing in their booth talking about it, she was saying in order to cook okra in a way that doesn't have that slimy texture that most people, including me, don't like, you cook them with the ends on it instead of cutting it. That way, it doesn't get as slimy.
I'm one of the other people. I love it slimy.
Yeah.
Easier it slips down my throat, the better I like it.
Oh, I can't.
My husband doesn't like it either. I have to fry it for him.
Yeah. So when okra is sort of creamed into a soup,
Or a gumbo.
a gumbo, something like that, that's really good. But when it's just slimy okra on a plate,
Right.
no, thank you.
I like it with a little better. That way it's slimy and greasy.
Slimy and greasy. Yes, Dolly, thank you for posting that. If you guys are interested in the Greenstock Gardens, please do use my link, helping the Daddykirbs farm, but also the coupon code Daddykirbs, which gives you up to $10 off. So that helps you get a start on your garden with a little discount. Let's see. Susie Bosch says, we have a lot of perennial plants now. It's amazing to see them coming up every spring, especially the biannual parsley that has been growing for several years and has spread far and wide and my pond. Maybe around the pond. Oh, it's not and, it's AR. So, yes, I have parsley now in my garden, and it's huge. I didn't know parsley got that big. It's as tall as I am, and it's now putting on flowers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge.
Mine spreads out, but it doesn't get tall.
Oh, this one, well, you can't see it from here because of the little greenhouse. Good morning.
I have one parsley plant that I put in my front garden, and that one plant is now over 4 feet wide. It's gotten just huge, and I go out and just chop it like crazy, and it just grows even more.
I don't even eat parsley that much.
I use it all the time, but I make parsley potatoes where you take your canned potatoes, the ones that you do at home, get them in little tiny cubes, and heat them up with real butter and some parsley. And they're wonderful. And a little
Really?
salt, sometimes a little bit of garlic if you like it.
It sounds good.
It is wonderful.
I just have, I've adopted the use of parsley. Like, to me, pardon me, I'm sure I'm like a lot of people, parsley is a plate garnish. I never
Everybody
thought
calls
about-
it little green trees or decorative
Yeah.
green trees or something. I love eating it, but I cook it. I don't like it raw.
Yeah, I'll have to try to put it in more food.
Another way you can use it is I dry a lot of mine and grind it up and put it in my super greens that I add to soups and
Oh, there you
shakes and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
And I've got a whole bunch of dandelion greens in the dehydrator right now.
Nice.
This year, for the first time, I got dandelions big enough that I could actually harvest them. So I've got greens and roots drying.
I don't know why the dandelions don't like my farm, but they're not here.
Oh, they're all over mine.
I've actually taken dandelion, the wishberries, the puffballs, and taken them from other people's places and brought them home and spread them out on my farm, hoping that they would establish. I never get them.
I planted mine in my back to Eden garden one year. I pulled the mulch away and sprinkled the seeds and then covered them back up with the mulch, but I think I covered them too
much,
thickly because
yeah.
they never grew. Another squirrel.
Uh-oh. Who's guilty this time?
Kilted gardener.
Kilted gardener. All right. There we go. 4 squirrels on the left. Scrolling through. I will say thank you to my patrons. Truly, I don't treat my patrons well enough. Really. it's true. These are people that are dedicated to putting a small amount of money into my Patreon account every month. And I appreciate it so much. Now, typically on Patreon, people will do, special content for their patrons. And I try to do that occasionally, but I just don't do it enough. I want you guys to know that I truly appreciate you. You guys help me keep this channel going in the sense that you help me get the equipment that I need to keep the channel going. The cameras, the tripods, the microphones, all those things. Even
Another
recently, uh-oh.
John Havenecker.
Mr. Haffy?
Mm-hmm.
Even recently, my patrons purchased for me. We'll see if I can utilize it. I'm very uncomfortable with doing a lot of music in my videos. That's not one of my skills. But recently I signed up for a subscription to get some different music. That's, YouTube has their own music library, and it's not bad, but I wanted something a little different. I wanted to experiment with some other things. So I did sign up with Soundstripe. I almost forgot the name of it. And Soundstripe. It's a paid subscription, and I use the Patreon money to buy 1 year's worth. And hopefully I'm going to be able to... did we get another one?
We got another one.
Uh-oh.
Trish Rivera winner.
Let's see. Yep, we'll go on the right side now. Now, how many other homesteaders have so much bling on their hat when they're doing their show?
None.
That's probably a good thing. All right. Blake, I think we are in zone 8. Yeah, Trish, actually, I'm right on the edge of 8 and 9. We're at 8B here. You're probably, 8, a solid 8 up there in north of Austin. Let's see.
Busy Little House wants to know what your favorite veggie is.
Oh, my favorite veggie. Gosh, I don't know that I've ever really thought about that. I love veggies. So a lot of you know by now that recently, a few months ago, I guess, I gave up meat again in my life. I'm on the meatless roller coaster, and so we're meatless again. My whole family is meatless. My daughter is actually vegan, mostly vegan. There's a few things, like if eggs come from our farm, she will occasionally eat those. Is there a delay in the video? Because I'm getting a delay here.
There's always a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, it's weird. And so that makes me want veggies more. It just does. And but the veggies, what is my favorite veggie? I'm getting distracted because the yard sale and stuff. All right, my favorite veggie. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think about what I like to eat. I like the leafy greens. I like kale and chard and of course lettuces and cabbages. So I haven't picked a favorite yet. I'm kind of listing through some of the things that I like to eat.
Carrots.
I do like carrots. I really do
potatoes.
like potatoes. Yes,
And
root
sweet
crops.
Potatoes.
Any root crop is just comforting. I like those.
Okay.
So
like
that's
turnips
a good thing.
And beets.
Beets, yes. Turnips, nah.
I'm the other way around. I like turnips, but I don't care for beets.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like to turn my nose up at stuff, but that little kid in me still does. Yeah. Yeah, turnips and rutabaga. Is that how you say it?
Yes, rutabaga. I tried that for the first time this year and found out I like them.
Oh, I don't.
I won't make any for you.
No, I tried, and I don't know, something about it. So that's not a favorite. Tomatoes, of course, I love tomatoes. Peppers, of course, those are technically not veggies, but gosh, I don't know. I like asparagus. I don't know how to pick a favorite. I'm really not a favorites kind of guy. Like,
what do you eat the most of? Which will be sort of a family kind of decision, because I'm sure everybody eats it with you. But
I'm going to say that probably my favorite green is a mix of the cooking green, the type of greens that you cook.
Like spinach and beet greens and turnip greens.
Yes,
And,
all those. I think those. I'll call that my favorite because, of course, I like tomatoes. I really like tomatoes. That's a fruit, not a veggie. But peppers, I like peppers.
I'll tell you what I thought your favorite veggie was just walking around here.
Tell me.
Pumpkins.
There are a lot of pumpkins still.
Yes.
We're slowly getting rid of those. The chickens. It was funny when we had pumpkins in season, meaning the October November time frame. The chickens weren't really eating them.
Right.
So we didn't want to waste them, so we just kind of
For them,
didn't.
it's a spring food.
I guess so, because now we're putting them out. We have a group of. You can see that group of white silkies right over there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a group of young roosters, and the other day I was walking around and my daughter was standing right there and I said, why are all those chickens' heads yellow and brown? Because all of their head feathers were covered in something.
Right.
She said, it's pumpkin. I was like, oh, they're eating all those pumpkins and turning their heads yellow. Yeah, I thought they were sick. I knew they weren't sick, but it looked weird. All right, I got to catch up here.
We had Mary Stone
Uh-huh.
that said hi to you. She's talking about it's too chilly to plant in Georgia, but she wants to.
Yeah. Hey, Mary. So it's too cold in Georgia. I know it's still early in the year, and there's a lot of gardening still left for a lot of people. In Texas, we have an advantage of it getting a little warmer earlier, especially down here in South Texas. We are south of Austin and north of San Antonio. So we have that advantage. For those of you who are in the slightly colder areas, a little further up north, get your pen and paper out, plan your garden, draw it out, get your seeds ready. Those are the types of things that I don't do well. I don't plan well, which means a lot of times I don't execute well because I just don't have a plan to go by. I want to, but then there's always so much life going on with, caring for Luke. By the way, Luke is doing pretty good lately. He has so many good days. He's doing this mouth therapy. It's a feeding therapy, and I think it's making a difference. He is responding well to the therapy about using his mouth, because when you guys have seen Luke talk, you've probably noticed he doesn't open his mouth a whole lot. He does a lot of nasally talking, and so he's improving, using more words. He hasn't really eaten much more, but he's getting there. So there's the Luke update. Anyway, so all those things, and really I have too much going on here in the farm. That's just true, and I need to figure out how to narrow that down. But yeah, my garden, I happen to have one every year, but it's not the best it could be every year because I don't plan well, and then time comes and then we're scrambling to get stuff in the ground, and it's just not as good as it could be.
On your planning subject, the busy little house said she went to Google World and did a picture from above on that, did a snapshot and used that for planning.
Good. That's a wonderful idea. Google Earth, Google Maps, if you can capture the satellite view of your own property, is a great way to help plan out your garden space and some of the edge space where you're going to do your perennial plants. Yeah, I really love using that as a tool.
I never thought of doing it, but it's a great idea.
Well, what's cool if you actually have Google Earth,
which I do,
is that you can use their measurement tools and draw rectangles and polygons and different things, and plan out, overlay on your property different shapes where you can actually get sizes, dimensions, to help you figure out, if you're running a fence, you can know how much fence to buy, or if you're planting long rows or whatever,
right.
You can use those measurement tools to help you.
She says it also helps with sun and shade.
Yes, knowing where the sun and shade is going. It's a great tool. Elizabeth says, start building your bee traps now. That's on my list of things to do here in the sunny South Florida Zone 10. Yes, I need to build some bee traps. Another thing, see, my beekeeping, pretty much everything in my life is not as good as it could be because I'm trying to do too much. I know that. I realize that. And I am trying to figure out how to fix that. You know, what things can be scaled back or eliminated in order to focus on other things. And I would like to scale back on the number of birds we have, chickens and ducks.
And I would like to increase mine.
Yeah. But the girls in my family are not agreeing with me, so we'll keep the chickens and ducks. Which is why I'm building that chicken coop. By the way, the chicken coop, one of the final steps should be done today.
All right.
Yes. I know I haven't done a lot of videos lately, and I wish I had, but I just haven't had the opportunity to get out there with a camera. But the door is built. I don't know what last video I did on the chicken coop, but I
thought it was complete by the time I went through that.
It's been nearly complete for a while. Little details. So okay. Nest boxes, back door, ramp door, lime washing, wire on everything now, except for one more piece of wire. That's the final step, one of the final details. I still would like, this is not critical for getting chickens in it, but where the roof comes up, there's that little gap. I want to put a piece of sheet metal over that, the whole length. And yeah, little details, but we have now rocks and bricks around the outside. We have a little step. Did you see that on Instagram, Facebook? A little step made out of old bricks that we've been moving around from project to project here. And I'm getting ready to plan out the rainwater catchment, so I still need to put getters.
Yeah, gutters.
Where can you buy getters?
At the Ham Depot.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so gutters, and I want to show. I'm going to run away from the camera for just a minute, Kate.
All right.
Okay, Kate's going to entertain you for like 60 seconds. I'll be right back.
I don't know how entertaining I'll be, but at least I'll be here taking up screen space.
Maybe you can make her put a charm on her hat.
Oh, yeah, that's
right
what
back.
I need. Oh, goodness. Guys, I got to tell you all how much I appreciate your prayers. It's so nice to be back. It's so nice to be well and to feel good. And I owe it all to the prayers of all of my friends. So you lifted me up, and the Lord heard your prayers and healed me. And it's just wonderful. I feel great. And it's to your credit that I do. Here he comes back again.
All right. Okay, so switching from gardening to chicken coop for a moment. We'll go back to gardening, but for a moment I want to share with you my new watering system that's going to go in the chicken coop for the silkies. One of our fellow homesteading channels, Farmer Brad, makes this product, and it is you can see his label there, Farmer Brad. Is that forward or backward? Can you read it?
It's forward for me.
Oh, nice. So Farmer Brad makes this product where it's a 2 or 3 gallon, I think it's a 2 gallon bucket with a nice fitting lid. And Squirrel? What? Oh, you're doing it. Nice. I thought you were putting it on me. All right. Just watch your eyeballs. So this bucket has a water connection, which is going to go hook on to my rainwater collection. And it has 4 of these side drinkers, chicken drinkers, which are really nice, high quality drinkers with a spring loaded there. So this is going to be featured in my chicken coop. And one of the nice things that Farmer Brad is doing for me, that if people will buy this using my link, which I don't have ready for you, I'm so sorry. I'll try to put that in the description of this video when I'm done. But if you buy this from the Farmer Brad shop using my link, then a small percentage of the purchase will come and help the Daddykirbs farm. But we're going to review this product and use it in our coop, so you'll be seeing more of it. But I wanted to go ahead and give you a shot of that. So thank you, Farmer Brad, for sending that to me. And you guys hopefully will appreciate the how that works and looks in a small chicken coop. He has bigger versions too, but I got the smaller one.
Square One Farm says the horizontal nipples like that are awesome because they don't hold water, but the vertical nipples do.
That's what I was, I think that's what Farmer Brad was sharing with me, that they were a better design than the ones that hang upside down. Because a few years ago, I made a bucket and I put the vertical ones in the bottom, and you have to hang it up and the chickens drink from the bottom. And it worked, but there's a lot of problems with that. One, you have to find a way to hang it up, and then it drips. If the little metal part in there gets stuck, then it actually drains out, and that has happened to me. So these are spring-loaded and sideways, giving it's a better design to the same type of product. Excuse me. And the chickens really like pecking at these things and getting their drops of water out of there. So you get more, a better watered chicken. That's not a very good way to say that, but your chicken gets water without making a mess.
A more hydrated and cleanly chicken.
Man, she's good. A more hydrated and cleanly chicken. So I look forward to using that. All right. Is Farmer Brad in the show?
Not yet.
I don't know if he's been in my live shows, but we've
Not
chatted.
That I recall.
Yeah, we've chatted on the Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I'm going to scroll through and see what's going on here. Tim Turner talking about his 1/4 acre. He also has the green stalks, and they're growing.
They have several.
Yeah, they have. I think two or three of them started,
Mm-hmm.
and they're growing strawberries and I think lettuces and different things in theirs. So that's pretty cool. A Primo Life is in. I haven't went through and said howdy to everybody. It's probably too late at this point. 43 minutes. Oh my goodness. Have we been having that much fun?
We have.
Okay, I'm scrolling through. Kilted Gardener. That's my mouth getting faster than my brain. See. I like okra with onions and stewed tomatoes over rice. Oh, we're talking about gumbo here, so I'm way behind. Wait, who's never had okra? The Busy Little House? Never had okra? Can okra grow in the north? I don't know. I know it loves warmth. It loves heat. So if it does grow fairly quickly though. Okra is a pretty quick growing. Oh, you can come over if you like.
Sure.
Okay. The yard sale's picking up. Let's see. My son uses parsley in his tea mix. Oh, that sounds interesting. I've never thought about putting parsley in tea.
I hadn't either.
Better watch swinging your head. You just smacked yourself with the squirrel.
Yeah, it pops my glasses.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I already get that one? Is that one yours? That $2? That one was yours, right? Okay.
I got that one.
See, I'm way behind on squirrels, too.
Oh,
Okay.
We have a new one. Reynolds Suburban Homestead.
Reynolds Suburban Homestead. Hey, do we have halfies?
Yes.
Okay, so we're caught up. So we have 3 left, right? So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
okay. Make sure I'm not shortchanging you guys with the squirrels. And Trish with her squirrel? Wow, I'm way behind. Favorite veggie? That's the question I stumbled on too long.
Right.
Zucchini's pretty good. I see Trish said zucchini. I just can't pick favorites. I don't know. I love cooked greens. I actually like raw greens too, like using the big green leaves. I can't even remember the names of all of them, but like chard or collard greens, things like that, as a wrap. You know, putting rice and different cooked veggies and things inside it.
Right.
That's really tasty and better for you than the tortillas. I better be careful here in Texas talking badly about tortillas.
I'm getting ready to do a video on making tortillas.
Oh, really? Nice.
I have one before that, which is I'm making an Australian bread called bannock.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And I got the recipe from one of my viewers.
Very cool. Now, see, that's when you start building that community and it starts going both ways. That's fun, isn't it?
I guess it is. I love hearing from mine.
Now, recently, for over a week now, I've been wheat-free.
Ooh, that's hard.
It is tough because wheat's in a lot of things.
Yes.
But I'm trying it. I read the book Wheat Belly, and there's a lot of things that can go on in your body because of wheat, and I'm choosing to experiment with being wheat-free, and I've been doing it for over a week now.
You will feel better. You'll start to be able to think more clearly, and you'll feel more energetic and everything. I've been wheat-free a couple of times, and it works real well because I'm allergic to wheat.
Oh.
But I just can't seem to stay off of it. I love bread too much.
It's a tough grain to live without because it's so pervasive.
Yes.
Wheat and corn, I mean, it's
They're
everywhere.
in everything. They're in places you don't expect. Like, did you know that there is often some wheat in salad dressings?
Yes, yeah. Yes, and I don't eat much salad dressings. In fact, the other day...
Boy, they totally lost it. I just got dumped out, too.
We're back! Espen! Was it Espen or was it you? You come out with that look on your face. I like your overalls. Those are cute.
They look comfy.
Oh yeah, get the duck. We have a new baby duck. Actually, this one's growing up. It's getting bigger. His name is Sunny. He's a single duck. We gave duck eggs to a local farmer who wanted to hatch them because he raises ducks. And the entire batch of eggs failed except one. That was out of a dozen or so eggs. So he kept that one duck for a few days, and then, how bright is Sunny? Ha! I get it. The duck's name is Sunny. He said, how bright is Sunny? He's actually pretty bright. I should say she, wishing she becomes a she, but I think he's a male.
He's not happy about being carried around.
But he actually loves being with us. He'll follow us around.
He's just not a massive fan of being held.
Hi, little one. He's got a dirty face. He must have been eating breakfast.
He was.
Good morning, Sunny. How are you?
Is he a runner duck?
Runner hybrid. Could be a pure runner. We do have two of each.
Right.
But it's most likely a hybrid just based on there's 4 females.
Percentage.
And only one is a pure runner.
So we have one.
He has such a long body. I thought maybe he was a runner.
We have the pure runner male.
It's got runner in him.
And one pure runner female. And 3 hybrid females. So the chances are this one is a hybrid as well. But there's always that slim chance that it's a runner. Full runner.
It's so strange it turned out white. Because we don't have any white ducks.
Yeah, that is strange.
Well, maybe
but
as he loses his baby down and actually gets real feathers, that might change.
Well,
Because right now he's still got so much baby down on
yeah,
him.
and some of our ducks have actually changed colors over time as adults.
I'm wondering if maybe he's kind of albino-ish. I know not really because eyes aren't
Has
red.
no pink eyes.
But
Can I see?
Yeah, but just like
Come on.
his legs are super pale. You can see all his veins. His beak
Hello,
is very
Sonny.
pale. It's not
Can-
like a
Don't jump. Don't jump.
like it was born to be white.
Right. You never
I
know.
want you to hear him. He's so cute. This is one of the reasons we think that this is a he, is because the male ducks typically have a much softer, quieter quack, and the females
Females are loud.
females are loudmouths. I'm just saying, nature.
No, loud beak.
Loud beak. Nature did it that way. I didn't do it. I just recognize. It's just observation on my part. This is pretty sure a little male hybrid runner rowan duck. But he's cute and he's fun and he likes to follow us around. He's bonded with Adeline back here, and she spends a lot of time with him while she's doing homework and painting and doing things. Mr. Sonny will just hang out with her.
Yeah.
Okay, you can take him back before he decides to dirty my shirt.
That is one problem with all ducks, is they're very hard to potty train.
That's why they call him foul.
Probably.
And why they sell them diapers.
There are ducky diapers that you can purchase and chicken diapers.
And macaw diapers. But
Yeah.
my guys won't wear them.
Well, being in the cage, they probably don't need to.
Oh, they come out of the cage.
A lot, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I change T-shirts a 3 times a day. Because Gandy's on my shoulder if I'm home.
Let's see, I would think you use water to clean leaves just like a salad.
Alicia was asking, oh, here comes Sunny again.
So-
Alicia was asking how to clean dandelion leaves. And
Oh,
what I
okay.
do is take the dandelion leaves in, rinse them real well in vinegar water, and then rinse them in plain water, and then dry them.
Nice. And then do you do like cooked greens, like collard greens?
You can, but what I do with them is dry them and put them in my super greens mix.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Yeah.
And then I have the roots that I slice into thin slices and put them in there and dry them out. And you can make a coffee substitute,
I've
although
heard
I've
that.
not done that yet.
I've heard that you can make a coffee substitute from the roots of dandelions and chicory and different things like that. In fact, in some places, is it Louisiana, where the chicory coffee is
Louisiana is,
a
yes.
thing? Like people expect that? I've never tried it, but I'd like to. But I don't drink coffee anymore. Speaking
I
of
drink
coffee,
lots of it.
I have really fallen in love. My whole family has really fallen in love with Kai tea. And I'm not getting anything out of this. I hope to someday. I hope that Kai will send me some free product. They did send me some free already, the sample package. And we are falling in love with Kai tea. There's several different flavors. Mama Kirbs absolutely is adoring the cream Earl Grey, and it is pretty good. I like the things like the peach and the hibiscus berry, things like that. Good company, good family, excellent tea. It might be an excellent company and excellent family too, but I don't know them that well. But the tea, I'm getting to know. All right, very nice. We are 53 minutes in. I cannot believe it. I've had such a good time this morning sharing the experience with the gardens. Oh, I didn't tell you. So I killed the 6 tomato plants. And I did tell you that part earlier on. But I have now the local gardening friend. His name is Robert, and his farm is called Rising Kale Farms. He sells at the local market, mostly duck egg products, but he now is also selling different veggies like radishes, not radishes, beets. His beets are amazing. They are huge, dark red. The leaves are just so full and full of flavor. And so he's presenting those at the market. And he's such a marketing guy. It's really fun to watch him because he sets his display up in a way that people just love him and his display. He puts all his veggies in water so they stay fresh all day long. And yeah, so anyway, Robert from Rising Kale Farms grew over 600 tomato plants that he grows on the farm, and he'll be doing tomatoes later in the year. But I told him I killed 6 of my plants, so he brought 14 of his plants over to replace them.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, so
How
I'll be
nice.
putting 14 tomato plants in. I cleared out the small place up by the orchard where I did tomato plants last year, and they did beautifully. I have several places in the garden for tomato plants, and he also gave me a roll of the what do you call it? It's the wire that you put in concrete.
Oh,
I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either right at the moment. It'll come to me in a second.
It's like a roll fencing, but it's heavier, and it's it usually looks rusted, but it lasts for a very long time. So I now have that. I'll be making tomato cages. The tomato cages that I made a few...
Rebar.
It's like rebar, but it's a roll.
Okay.
And it's thin. So that is... lost my train of thought there.
Your friend brought you a roll of that?
He brought the roll. I'll be making tomato cage. Oh, the tomato cages that I made a few years ago that worked okay, but my problem was the material, the fence material that I used was too flimsy, so they don't hold their shape and they're kind of falling over. And so I'll be operating with much nicer tomato cages this year, and I'm excited about that.
Technical name is concrete mesh.
Concrete mesh.
Yes, and we have had a question about, do we have hibiscus growing? And it says roselle flower, is it?
I have the hibiscus. Man, I gotta be careful turning so fast. Easy, Tiger. Can't see it. In that bucket right there is some hibiscus that the Texas boys brought down. So I will be planting that out soon. They look nice. I think they have plenty of roots at this point because they were cuttings. So we'll be putting those in the ground.
Yours worked. I lost all of mine.
Oh, bummer.
Yep.
The elderberry didn't do so well. I have 1 of 2 left, but
I just none left.
And then there was, what else? Fig. Those are still doing okay, I think. So yeah, the hibiscus. There will be hardy hibiscus growing on the Daddykirbs farm soon.
My moringa died, Taffy. If you want to know if we grew or overwintered moringa, all of my 5 moringas died.
Mine did too. This was just a bad winter for moringa.
Yeah.
Which is actually a good lesson, because if you put a lot of effort into growing something that is going to die in a cold winter, then chances are every 3 or 4 years you're going to be disappointed because you're going to lose everything. I really love growing moringa, but if I can't keep it alive in the greenhouse, and I know I could have put a heater and all that stuff, but that's a lot of energy, and I have to remember to do it. If I can't keep something alive through a cold winter, then I probably don't need to be growing it, which is sad because I did want to grow it.
Mine were all in the ground. I couldn't put them in a greenhouse, but I did wrap them, and it still didn't help. They all died.
It's possible they could come back from the roots.
I've been watching. I hope they will, and I've been afraid to prune them back at this point. But I'm probably going to prune them back this weekend and just see if anything comes back up.
I'm hoping one of mine, because I have one that's planted in a big pot back here, and I'm hoping it comes back, but I don't know. We'll see. Concrete mesh works best for tomato cages. It does make a nice cage, and each of the squares is 6 inches, so it's easy to measure out. If you do 12 of the squares plus 1 more with the tag end, then you can roll it up and it makes roughly a 2-foot circle, and you can use that tag end to fold over and create your cage. So it works out really well.
That's an interesting sound. Is that a duck?
That's a female duck. You remember the mouth?
No, I remember the beak.
Yep.
Oh, she's a cutie too.
Yep.
She waddles pretty
I
fast.
don't understand. She just came over alone. Oh, the big group is over there. You see them. She came over alone just to yell at us and then leave. She's like, she yelled and turned and left. She's running back to the group.
It's like, hey, are you that YouTuber guy?
Hey, it's Daddykirbs.
I got some ducky.
Oh, what do you got?
I got an Australian egg and then the big duck egg.
Okay, so the duck eggs that we have on the farm, this is an Australian spotted egg. They only lay eggs about 3 months out of the year.
Doesn't look spotted. Just looks dirty.
Yeah, it is dirty. The Australian spotted ducks aren't really that spotted. This is one of the hybrid eggs. It's slightly bluish, greenish. And then this one is most likely, well, it would have to be the pure runner. No, this is the runner. This is a hybrid. Do I have it backwards?
They're both hybrid. I think the white ones come from Joy because she is more runner. More Rowan.
So Rowans have white eggs, runners have bluish eggs, and since all of ours are either runner or hybrid, well, there you go. That's what we have. So we are collecting the larger eggs for incubation. Are we still doing that? Yep. And then we're just eating the smaller eggs. That sounds kind of mean, doesn't it?
No, I love duck eggs, as you know.
I love duck eggs too. We're not getting very many. That's every couple days. We'll probably get 1 or 2 a day, maybe.
Well, but it may pick up now that the weather's doing well.
Well, the Australian spotteds will start laying and we'll have some eggs.
We get 2 of these a day, 1 of these a day.
Oh, okay. So we're getting 2 big ones and 1 small one a day. Favorite preserve? Oh man, that one is really tough because there's not very many preserves. I don't eat very much of it, but when I do eat preserves, like jams, jellies, things like that, there's not very many I don't like. We've made mulberry and peach and mango, and of course we don't grow mangoes, but we've made, you gave me, what was that one you gave me? You gave me some preserve.
Well, I've given you strawberry, I gave you some apple, and I gave you some prickly pear.
I'm trying to remember which one of them you gave me I just really liked.
I think it was the apple because
It may have been the apple.
Yeah, and that was the easiest one to make. That's the one I made just from juice that I bought at the store, 100% juice.
It was
but
really
it was real
tasty.
easy.
And yeah, I've had friends give me some preserves, and one of them was a fig, pomegranate fig. Oh my goodness, that was yummy.
Yes.
And we're over an hour now, so let's see what we can do. Scroll down the bottom, and let's see. Yes, join us in the family group if you're still here, still watching, and you're interested in being a part of this group. I mean, you're a part of the group just by being here, but if you want to interact more, you can join the family group. You'll probably find that link in the chat. That is a closed Facebook group where we all just kind of share our story, hang out, and yeah, family, F-A-N-I-L-Y, is like family, but we're all fans of the same stuff. Not fans of me, fans of the same stuff.
And when you apply to join the family group, there are 2 questions that must be answered. Look for those questions and answer them. Otherwise, we can't allow you to come in.
My moderators who are in the group don't allow anyone in the group without answering those questions. By the way,
Yes.
did you know that Facebook allows you to sort by whether or not they've answered questions? Saves a lot of time.
I check it 3 or 4 times a day, and it doesn't seem to change that much.
No,
right
we have
now,
22 people right now
who have not answered.
who have not answered questions. So they are
waiting.
They're waiting. They have not been approved to get into the group. So just do that. When you go over there, make sure you answer the questions. And they're not technical questions. They're easy to answer. All right, let's scroll through. No. Man, people talking about blizzards? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're still having a lot of snow up in Canada.
I can't even think about blizzards. Does the baby duck got a name? Baby duck is Sunny.
Oh, I said Sunshine, sorry.
Show is almost over. I'm getting ready to close it. Mama Kirb's in a hurry. Hold on.
Just curious, that's all.
Yep. Table full in the woods here. Probably been here for a while, but I'm just now looking at names.
Reynolds says prune the moringa and it'll come back. I hope so.
I hope so too. All right, so I think we can close this. It's been 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's been so much fun. You guys are amazing. I truly do believe that everyone has a story and every story counts. You count. Your story counts. Thanks for being with us in this Daddykirbs Live. And I look forward to seeing you again next Saturday.
Bye.
Then here's the awkward moment where I have to go hit the